that the small things can make a big difference. For me, this is quite literally true. My small things are 2mm beads, which has formed the backbone of my business. A spark of an idea to sell handmade beaded necklaces I wore daily was ignited by a woman stopping me in a store and asking where to purchase my jewelry. I was inspired to create an online Etsy store and dove into the world's online design, marketing, and sales. I clearly remember the anticipation, courage, and excitement as I pressed the button to list my first necklace on my online store. I realized that a successful business does not rely solely on the heartfelt effort that went into each necklace. No, instead, I found myself in math class, realizing that the formulas I was studying reminded me of the Etsy search engine optimization algorithms I was learning about outside of school. In my sophomore year videography class, I paid close attention on the lighting techniques I used in my own at-home product studio. I scoured online texts for inspiration as I wrote descriptions of each necklace in my shop. I saw how the skills I learned in the classroom truly became applicable in reality. Despite all this work, I did not make a single sale in the first month. I started to doubt myself as days went by and necklaces I spent making sat on my desk unpackaged. Then, on a Tuesday evening, 5 weeks after I opened my shop, my computer dinged, alerting me that I had made my first official sale. I learned a valuable lesson that day, that hard work does not necessarily lead to instant gratification. Grit and resilience are required. As I excitedly hand and dressed the package, I drove to the post office and shipped my first necklace. Little did I know that this would be the first of thousands. Like an avalanche, the orders then rolled in. The Etsy algorithms I had studied and optimized were hard at work. With each bead I strung, I felt like I was making a tangible difference in my business. I started taking calculated risks, testing new bracelet and anklet designs, expanding my shop. Soon, my store rose to the rankings in the online marketplace, and I became one of the top sellers. Customers messaged me about personalization, requesting new designs. A high-end jewelry store began purchasing my necklace as wholesale. I was so proud of my success, but realized that even more issues had to be solved. I applied for a formal business license to be able to purchase wholesale supplies. I learned more than ever that I would about tax codes when filing for the first time. Yes, I know, tax codes. The work I put into my business led to more than $50,000 in sales the first year. I had no idea that beaded necklaces would amount to that much success. I learned so much about entrepreneurship, business, and the jewelry industry. Even more profoundly, the experience I had has taught me the skills that affected my life outside of the Etsy storefront. The communication skills I learned when answering customers' questions about are the same ones I'd used when explaining pet diagnosis in the animal hospital, where I work as a veterinary assistant. I realized when leading a meeting as president of the Illinois Junior Classical League, I gained valuable leadership skills and organization skills. The problem solving and resilience inherent in entrepreneurship are essential skills that I was able to apply to every aspect of my life. More than anything, my business has taught me to fearlessly pursue an idea with passion and creativity. You never know what one small bead will lead to. And now for my thank yous. First, I want to thank my parents for giving me the independence to explore my interests, but also supporting me along the way. I wouldn't be here today without you, and I'm grateful for everything you've done for me. I love you. Thank you to my 4 older siblings, even though they were not here today. They were able to be there for me, just one call away, ready to pick up the phone and listen to me rambling on about my day, no matter how boring it was. I can definitely say that being the youngest sibling is the best. Thank you for my teachers for teaching me the lessons I would carry through my life's journey. No matter how many confusing questions I asked, you always answered them and made me enjoy learning. And last of all, thank you to my friends for making my high school experience just a little bit better. And up next, Olivia Welsh.